Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I want to show you guys how I am able to afford all the tools that I buy. Because I'll tell you, I buy a ton of tools. You guys see them in the haul videos on the main channel all the time. And I don't make the kind of money to justify buying all those tools. But on top of getting amazing deals that are posted on my website, struggleville.net, I also sell the pieces that I don't need. So if I buy a combo kit and I already have something, or I don't need a particular tool, I sell it, and that way I can kind of subsidize how much I am actually out of pocket for these various purchases. So I want to show you some of the stuff I've sold on eBay and how much I've gotten for it. And as you kind of watch, I just want you to be thinking of, is there deals that you passed up where, I could have sold the battery out of that, even if you don't sell on eBay. If you do it on Facebook Marketplace, do one of the apps like OfferUp or LetGo. If Craigslist is still around, doing it on Craigslist. Whatever it is, and sometimes those avenues are actually better because you won't have to pay fees and you won't have to worry about shipping or whatever, but if you're fine with the shipping, and eBay is something I've sold on for years. My full-time employment at one time. So anyway, I want to go through this and we'll kind of explain what I paid for a majority of these as we go along. There's some of them that I just don't remember anymore. But just be thinking, maybe it'll help you out. Maybe you can buy some stuff that you otherwise would have passed up. First, we got the Milwaukee 3/8" drive metric socket tool set. Comes with the case and the ratchet. You can see the inside here. You get the little roto head ratchet. There was an extension and a bunch of sockets, all deep wells in the zip-up case. This came with a Milwaukee set that also came with the M12 inflator and the M12 impact wrench. The set altogether, it came with a battery and charger also. The set altogether was on sale at Farm Fleet for $149. I had a bunch of what they call Blaine's cash at Farm and Fleet. So I only was out of pocket $60 for the whole set. I got $29.99 for just the socket set, which I didn't need, and that is $29.99 plus shipping. So, and I pad my shipping just a little bit to kind of cover fees a little bit for myself. So the next thing we got, this was how I received my Blaine's cash at Farm and Fleet. It says sold 4 here. I actually only sold 3. One person purchased one. Actually, they purchased 2, and then they wanted a refund. No, wait, it was the person that purchased 1. They purchased 1, they wanted a refund because they picked the wrong shipping option and they wanted a cheaper shipping option. So I canceled the order and then they repurchased with the shipping option they wanted. Anyway, I only had 3, I didn't have 4. And in both instances, the person that bought 2 and the person that just bought 1, I took best offers of $179.99, so I did not get the $189.99. So at Farm and Fleet, these are on sale for $209 each. Plus, you got a free bear tool of your choice. So I bought 3 of them. This is the offer that also came with the Blaine's cash. So for each one of these I bought, I got $30 in Blaine's cash. I bought 3, so I got $90 total in Blaine's cash. And that's what got applied to that Milwaukee item you just saw. So again, $179.99 plus shipping. And I paid $209, but I got that Blaine's cash back. So however you want to configure the payment on that. And I actually had purchased this exact deal when it was a little bit more expensive a few months ago at Farm and Fleet and got a bear tool. At that time I got the router, which I wanted to keep, and I actually kept the drill and impact driver here because it was nicer than what I already had. Here, these are the Walmart Heart tools, $29.99 for the 1.5 amp hour battery. You can see I sold 2 of those so far. And here's the purchases I've made at Heart for the Heart tools at Walmart. I bought the buffer, the cordless buffer. It's a 10-inch buffer. They had it on clearance. I don't think you'll be able to find it anymore because it went so fast. But it was $39, but it was the kit. So it came with this battery and it came with the charger. So $39. I kept the buffer, sold the battery and charger. I got $30 for this battery. The charger will be coming up next. I think I got $20 for it, but we'll see it. And then I kept the buffer. I also bought a combo kit that came with the inflator. And it also came with the spotlight. And then that also came with the battery and the charger. So that's your other battery and charger you see here. Now that was, I think it was $59. And I kind of messed up on that. When I sold the battery and the charger, I Sold the inflator right after I did the video because the only purpose for me buying it was to do that video. If you saw the review video on the inflator, so I listed on eBay right after I did the video. I got $19.99 for it, but I did free shipping. Oh, damn it! So Walmart has it bare tool for $29, and of course, if you get to $35, you get free shipping. So I thought, well, I'll do mine $19.99 or best offer plus shipping. But the last item I listed was free shipping, and then when I listed this one, it carried over the settings from the last item. And if you've never listed on eBay, it's just a little checkbox. Like even if you put in the way you're going to ship it, the weight and dimensions of the item, there's a little checkbox. So I filled out all that information, but I didn't uncheck the box. So the person got free shipping. It cost me like $10 to ship. So I ended up getting $8 or something out of that item, which kind of sucks. But again, the main purpose was really just so I could do the video. And then I'm going to do a video on that light and then sell it also. So the third heart item that I bought was the drill. They have a 3/8" drill right now that is $48 at Walmart. And that's not even a clearance price. I think that's just going to be the price it is. So I kept the battery and charger out of that. So I still have a set to use with the tools. And I'm going to keep the drill, at least for now. At least to do a video. I might end up selling it afterwards. But that's how I've been able to kind of replenish. Here's the charger. Replenish how much I paid out on this heart stuff. $19.99 and 2 of them sold. And that's plus shipping. Again, the shipping's padded a little bit. It probably cost $3.75 or $4 to actually ship. Next, this was a really good deal for me. It's the Craftsman 9-piece socket set. These are the metrics. You can see 61 of these have sold. And I also have a few SAE versions, which are still available because they just don't sell nearly as well. And thankfully, I only bought 6, 7, 8, something like that of those, whereas you can see 61 of the metrics. So the deal on this was you got all the sockets and a ratchet in a case from Sears for $9.99. But every time I purchased it, there was a deal of spend $100, get $100 back in points. So I would get $100 worth of these, 11 of them basically. And then I would get all that back in points, and I'd either use those points to buy more of these ratchet sets or buy other tools that I wanted. So I got all my money I spent back. Now you can see here, $10.99 and free shipping. I've been doing this one for a long time, this particular deal, because it's come and gone several times. Shipping over the last year has gotten really a lot more expensive. So these aren't as profitable now because it probably cost me about $5 to ship this, and then after fees, you're only making like $4 back out of it. Again, I still had the case and the ratchet, which I'll show you coming up, to sell out of that $9.99. But the other thing with all my eBay stuff is everyone who buys a tool from me on eBay, I include a magnet and a little flyer thing. So it also kind of advertises my website, and I feel like there's a purpose or a value in that as well. But 61 times I sold those metric ones. Now here's an item that did really well on Amazon, but because of the Amazon landscape for sellers, I pulled all my items off of Amazon. I still have the active account if I wanted to go back and add things, but they've changed a lot of rules and they've gotten a lot stricter on things, and I just didn't want to risk my account being suspended if at sometime in the future I wanted to get back into it more. And their accounts for sellers are based on your social security number, so it's not as easy as just, oh, my account got banned, I'm going to get another one. It doesn't work quite like that. So on Amazon, these things sold like hotcakes, and I was actually getting $15 a piece. Here you can see on eBay, they're not selling well at all. $9.99 in free shipping. They're less than 3 ounces when you ship. So 3 ounces, to give you a contrast, I mean, a decade ago, 3 ounces cost you about $1.49 to ship. Now it'll cost you over $3, so the price has doubled. And it's something to keep in mind when you're buying things on eBay, because I don't think buyers have a good perspective of just how expensive it is to ship. And even if I were to charge shipping, eBay charges me 10% on whatever I charge the buyer. So if I charge the buyer $5 for shipping and it costs me $5 to ship, it's really costing me $5.50 because eBay's charging me a fee on that shipping, which is ridiculous. And then about 10 cents for in this instance, a padded envelope, and about 5 cents for the label. So it does kind of add up after a while. Anyway, we have this DuPont scratch pen, clear coat repair pen. These were at Menards. Some of them were actually money makers. I got paid to take them out of the store. Some of them were free, and then other ones I paid $1.99, I believe. That was the most I ever paid for any of them. 122 is just how many I have listed on eBay. I probably have 400 or 500 of these, and like I said, they sold really well on Amazon. I was doing really, really well with them before I pulled that listing down. But it's a nice item because light, easy to ship, no worries. We've sold a couple of those anyways on eBay. So this goes along with the Farm and Fleet deal we talked about earlier with the 2-tool combo kit. So remember, I paid $209 for the combo. I sold the combo for $179. And I also got that $30 back in Blaine's cash. So I actually took a best offer on this. I took $100 plus shipping for the half-inch mid-range detent pin impact wrench. So $180 essentially for the 2-tool combo, $100 here. I got $280 minus about $30 or $40 in fees. Not a huge profit, but in instances where I get to keep an item. So what I did with that 3-tool one is I sold the router, which I think is coming up. I'm not sure if that'll show up here. And I sold the impact wrench. But then I got to keep the reciprocating saw. And the other sales cover the cost of the reciprocating saw, the bare brushless reciprocating saw. Now this one, I don't remember how I got this 4-amp hour battery. I am 100% positive that it came with something. I bought a tool and it came with this because I have never actually paid for any battery that I have. But a 4-amp hour battery, I got $44.99 plus shipping. And I want to say it might have came with the fan, the 20-volt DeWalt fan. But that was a long time ago, so maybe not. Anyway. Okay, next. Now this was the better of the Farm and Fleet deal, so I told you I got the router. Was the other free tool I got, and I got the full $129.99 plus shipping on this one. So in this case, you're taking $180 plus $130, which is more, whatever the math is. And I wish I could have gotten more of these routers. They only had one in stock at the store I was at. And if this stuff actually took longer than I wanted it to sell, because if it would have sold immediately, as soon as I got home that night from buying it, I got it listed that same day. And I had about a week until that promotion was over, and none of the stuff sold that quickly. If any of it sold within that week while the deal was still going, I would have went to another store or wherever I could have to get more of it, because I really wanted more of that Blaine's cash so that I could then get something I actually wanted, but it just took a little bit. So here's something that's kind of interesting. The empty case for $12.99. This is the 108-piece one. There's a ton of them. Obviously, you know that there's different mechanic cases at Craftsman. I had a 165-piece. I had a 118-piece. This is the smallest one at 108. And what I did was, just like you saw those sockets earlier, I broke up these cases and sold like all the deep well metrics and sold all the SAE deep wells, and then the shallow metrics and the wrenches that came with it and the ratchets, and I split it all up. And then afterwards you have these empty cases, and what are you going to do, throw them out or something? $13 for an empty case. Now, I don't know exactly how much I paid for these, and it also did fluctuate because I bought several of them. Here it only says 2, but this is over a 2-year period that I've bought a bunch of these different things. The cheapest I ever remember was the 165-piece at one time was only $35. So by the time you broke it up, it is a lot of work, and it's something to keep track of. You don't want to end up shipping the wrong sockets to the wrong person and all that. So it does take a little bit of labor, but again, eBay used to be my full-time job, so it is something that I'm used to keeping track of and dealing with, and I also feel it's a way to advertise the website. So this is something I want to really do more of with my eBay or my eBay store in the future, is be very tool specific, and I have a whole 46-inch toolbox full of used tools that are eventually going to be made make their way onto eBay. So this gear wrench deal, we have a 3/8 drive flex head ratchets, 84 tooth, so they're really nice, by Gear Wrench, and this came as a 4-piece set. On Amazon, it was $84 for 4 pieces. It was they're all flex head, obviously, because it was a set. There was a 1/4 inch, there was a stubby 3/8, there was the full length 3/8, and there was a 1/2 inch. I already have the 120 tooth 3/8 drive flex head from Gear Wrench. I already had that. So this was kind of redundant to have the 120 and the 84 tooth, both flex heads and everything else is the same. So I decided to sell this. Now if you think, I paid 84 for 4 ratchets, and then I sold one for 38 plus the shipping. So you end up getting $33, $34 out of that. That's almost half of what I paid for all 4 of them. So that was a nice little deal. Next we have the Sunix Tools 4-piece plier roll-up. Only got $7.99 plus shipping for it. I don't remember what I paid for the entire thing, but this was just the pouch. I wanted the pliers that came in the set. Didn't care about the pouch because I'm going to keep them in my toolbox and the little organizer you guys have seen videos on in the past. So $8 for a pouch that otherwise I was never going to use and was either going to collect dust or be thrown away. Now this Bosch charger, $14.99 plus shipping. If you remember last year when they did their giveaway where they were giving away the Freak impact driver and impact wrench, you know, it's a 2-in-1 tool. When they gave that away, they also gave away a free battery and a charger. It was actually a 6.3 amp hour battery, which is really nice, and the charger. I won again this year, although it's been a couple of months and I still haven't gotten the main prize. They shipped it in 2 different shipments. And, you know, you shouldn't complain about free, but it's really a buzzkill on winning a free item when you have to wait, like, it's probably been 3 months or something to get the prize, you know? I mean, I know it's free, so I should shut up. Oh, I'm dying. Hang on. I'm still trying to get over this cold I've had for 2 weeks. Okay, so next we have the Bosch charger. And here, this one came in the second set. I told you it was 2 separate shipments. The first shipment, you get a little bit of swag, and you got a battery and a charger. So I decided I don't need 2 chargers when I only have 1 and possibly at some point 2 Bosch tools. So we sold that. It was free for 15 plus shipping. Here's the ratchet that came with all of those sockets. You can see I sold 74 of those. So as a reminder, I paid $10, $9.99 for each set. I got the ratchet, I got the case, and I got the sockets. We sold the sockets. I believe that was $10.99, but only made maybe $4 or $5 after shipping and fees. Here, $15.79, probably made about $10 after shipping and fees. So I probably made $13 or $14 on every $10 I spent. Is that the right math? I don't know if that's the right math. Yeah, I think that's right. And then I sold this one 74 times and the other one 60-something times. The discrepancy would probably be how many I had SAE, and also these are the exact same model number as those other mechanic kits that I showed you the empty cases to. Here we have the Milwaukee 4 amp hour battery and charger, sold for $44.99. Again, it came with something free, and I can't think of what I bought that went with this. The only reason I didn't keep this battery is because it's the larger size batteries, and the only M12 batteries I have are 1.5 amp hours. I have 2 of them. I really don't like them, but I want to get a, what's the largest you can get? The just straight, I think it's a 3 is probably the biggest one that comes in the traditional size. I want to get those. If I can find a deal, I would keep that, but I mainly use the ratchet, and I just don't want this extra box on the bottom, because if you're using the ratchet, then it probably means the impact wrench won't fit in there, and it just, I don't know. I don't want anything that makes it bulkier than it has to be. Another one, again, I don't remember where I got this, but $54.99. And the chargers really don't have a lot of value, but yet they weigh over a pound, so it's going to ship at the 1 to 2 pound rate. It's probably going to cost $10 to ship. Since the charger doesn't have a whole lot of value, if you're going to spend $10 on shipping, that kills the whole deal, and it doesn't cost any more to pair the charger with the batteries. So a lot of times you'll see I'll sell the charger with the batteries because the charger's not very sellable by itself, and when I'm listing the batteries, it really doesn't cost any more to. It's going to fit in the same box, and it's going to cost the same thing. So that's why you see that a lot in my listings. Same thing with this M12. It was the 6 amp hour, which I guess I probably should have kept, but I just didn't like the big box on the bottom. I want to keep it the smaller batteries. $60 plus shipping. Again, paired it with the charger. And again, we're getting into stuff that was sold kind of a little bit ago, so I don't remember what it came with. Again, we got the DeWalt pairing the charger with the 5 amp hour battery. $75 actually is really good because you can buy 2 5 amp hour batteries for right around $100 sometimes on eBay and Amazon, usually third-party sellers. But even your traditional retailers, I think I've seen it like $124, $129 for a 2-pack of 5s. So being on eBay, can't list it as new, it's listed as open box, and third-party seller getting $75. I was pretty happy with that. Just a couple of more here. The 2-pack of 5 amp hour Milwaukee M18s, $130 plus shipping. This was another Farm and Fleet deal. It came with my Milwaukee high torque impact wrench. It was an amazing deal that was only good for a short period of time. It was either you buy the tool and get the batteries, or you buy the batteries and get the tool. The deal itself lasted a while, like the general promotion, but I don't think that high torque was supposed to be included in the promotion because it was only there for a few hours the first day, and I just happened to get it. So it was either $200 or $250 altogether, and then I got $130. So let's hope it was $200. If I got $130, take off some for fees, $120. Then I'm really only $80 out of pocket for that high torque impact wrench. And I believe the regular MSRP, if you didn't get any kind of deal at all, is like $350 for that thing. So that's a crazy good deal on the impact. Here's another one of those cases. This is the 165 piece. You can see I sold 4 of them, $12.99 a piece plus shipping. Again, I already sold all the tools, and I more than made my money back on just selling the tools out of it. So being able to get $13 for something that I was just going to throw away and get it out of my house is really nice for me. Another DeWalt 4 amp hour battery, $49.99 plus shipping. Again, I don't know what it came with. I'm surprised. I can't remember all the other DeWalt stuff that I've bought that came with. There's so much. It's just. And the last one. This one I actually need to drop the price down because you can see I have 1 sold and 2 available. This is the only thing here. I think that I've still had some available that I've shown you guys. Anyway, it's the 3 amp hour battery with charger. And I bought 3 of them, so it must have been a deal that had to be local, probably Farm and Fleet. What bear tool would I have had 3 of? Nah, I don't know. I can almost guarantee it was Farm and Fleet again, though. They've had a lot of those deals. Plus, they'll have discounts where if you buy online, pick up in store, they give you an extra $10 off or something. And sometimes even in store, they have cheaper prices than the online prices, and they still have these promotions going on. So anyway, a lot of the stuff that I end up picking up and being able to get, it's Farm and Fleet. But if you don't have one where you can pick up, you got to pay for shipping, and that kind of kills the deal for you guys. So anyway, hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of what you can do to kind of mitigate the costs of buying some of these tools. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like. Subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.